Alrighty, I've got the microphone on and hopefully it's coming through. Checking my meter, it is. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day to each and every one of you out there. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and welcome to another Volcano Eruption live stream. And of course, I am located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it is almost overcast. I see a little bit of blue yet, but it is cold, and it's not quite as nice and warm as it is there in that lava field. Anyway, as you're seeing, again, we do have fairly poor visibility today in La Palma at Cumbre Vieja volcano, which is throwing out more dirty ash and dust and things. But wow, lots of people on the channel all of a sudden. Welcome everyone, and glad to have you all on board. I'm going to go through the spiel real quick here. So if your chat box on the top of it, it says top chat or live chat, you know you are watching the volcano stream as it is happening. In other words, live. And yes, that view is actually live, even though you see very little movement. But if you watch the smoke coming off the material, you'll realize that, yep, we are live. Anyway, if top chat or live chat up on the top, you're good. If it says top chat replay or live chat replay, that means you're watching the recording of the stream, and that means everybody in the chat box has gone home. It is no longer interactive for you if you're watching the replay, and you can still make comments, however, down below in the regular comments, just like any other YouTube video. Having said all that, let me see if I can say hello to a few people right after I clear my throat. Had to get those frogs out of there. All right, welcome everyone, and glad to have you all on board. First off, we're going to say hello to our moderators. And Arizona Snowman is in here, Piggy is in, as well as our good Paul Zilla is in as well. And they do a great job, and love having them here. And it is awesome that they come and help out and do the wonderful things that they need to. Anyway, I want to say hello to everyone else that's in here. Robert Lachabauer, or Bobby. I hope you're having a good day there. Sandra Rockland also in, as well as Maui Me and Grandma B and Kevin Haynes, Rebecca Patterson, Michael Sargemaster. Sagemaster? I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see, did I say Sue Hayes? Not yet. Sue Hayes is here. Maui Me we already got. Don Arnold, welcome. Rebecca Patterson, hey, we said you already. Ronnie Rhino is here as well. And going up the list here, trying to find some names I didn't say. Silicone Avatar, welcome back. Glad to have you here. And let's see, who else sneaking up here? Juliet is in here. Lucas Snow. Lucas Snow snuck in the door. I forgot to lock it, and he got in again. And he's taking the cookies, you guys. I'll let you guys deal with him. You can, put out a plank on the edge of the volcano and make him walk out and do it. No, never mind. We don't want to sacrifice him. Lucas is a good guy, I guess. Anyway, we'll keep going here. Richard also in the house, so welcome. And Carrie Castine. Who else snuck in here while I wasn't looking? Robert Dowdy, back again. Welcome. Barbarian also here. Good to see you. Mark La Barbecue. What's cooking, buddy? And Ronnie Rhino we got. Carly is also here. Liz Markman Moyler, welcome. And OFU Lux from Luxembourg. Welcome and glad to have you on board. Luxembourg, that's a small country. It really is. I haven't been there, I don't think. Or did I? No, I wasn't. I wasn't there as a kid. We went around it for some reason. Tina Sassy also in the house. Hans also made it back. And who else snuck in? Anyway, if I didn't call your name out yet, just welcome. You know, we're glad to have everyone on board. One big happy family here. Doina Fred also there. Welcome back. And let's see. Did I say Sandra Rockland? I'm bad at typing everyone's names. So hi. Sandra, you should try, never mind typing them, try saying some of them. You know, some are pretty easy and straightforward, but some are really, really difficult. Jay Donaldson also in here. You know, difficult like Robert Lachabauer. Lachabauer, now that I'm speaking German more often, I get that back out there, so I don't find that too hard anymore. But it is a tough name if you don't know it. Nancy Buchanan. Yeah, even Buchanan could be a tricky name for some people. But welcome. Robert Frary also here. Judy McClelland made it back. Welcome, you guys. And going up some more here. Who else did I see? No, right up at the top there. And yeah, I see Lucas's name there, and he's begging for cookies, I'm sure. I'm going to go back down to the bottom, and I'm sure there's others that I missed, like Kathy as an example. And I'm not trying to set an example with you, Kathy, there, but just notice that. Also, Kate Crease just popped in, and Alan Coker, and let's see, Linda Schoof also made it back. John Raper's also here. Jason Slater. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. And I'm just trying to type in the old cookies thing there. There we go. There's Lucas's cookies. So I'm definitely gave him some. Anyway, let's see. Charlotte is also back. Phyllis Johnson in the house as well. And who else did I maybe miss in here? A bunch of good names. And I may have missed a few. Did I say Barbarian earlier? I might have. Helen is also back. Glad to have you on board again, Helen. Colin also there. Tracy Bills. Judy Jones, welcome. Mr. Poole. Mr. Poole, welcome. And here's a little more tough of a name. Lalmalwitsuali. Pachuau. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure I butchered that name really, really bad. How about we just call you Lal or Lalma or Lalma with Sul? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of it. It is just very, very difficult for me to pronounce that. Evie also back in the house, as well as Adele, and let's see who else snuck in here in between all the other ones while I wasn't looking. I did say Kate earlier. Leonolsa D Jesus. Okay, Leonis. Oh boy, I'm having trouble pronouncing names today. Sorry guys, if I butchered it up, I do apologize. Some of the names are really tough to say. Billy Bob Joel. Now there's a name I can say all day long. All right, welcome. And let's see, I think I got the rest up, going up the ladder. Anyway, hopefully I got most of you. Hard to get what? It's heard it's getting better. Elaine, welcome. Glad to have you on board. SO2 from the volcano has dropped to 50 kilotons or from 50 kilotons to 9 kilotons, according to Bushcraft Bear's broadcast. That is interesting. Thank you, Barbarian. I did not, or didn't have a chance to look at that. Cat Whisperer, also in the house. Glad to have you here. 420 made it in as well. And yeah, I think I'm good with names for right now. We'll attack some of the other ones here, like Mark McClellan, later here, and we'll see what happens. And yeah, Piggy's going to be going for operation fairly soon. Oh, I see Bob snuck in the channel as well. Okay, and speaking of Bob and all these good people and everybody else, our Yvonne Kunkel, of course, was over in Tenerife earlier today, and she should be heading over to La Palma pretty soon. So we'll see what we get for reports from Yvonne, and that would be really good if she sends a few snapshots or little short videos. That really would be awesome, and I think we will enjoy that. Anyway, let's see, what do I got here? Well, let's have a look at some of the views right now. So that view, they've left the camera sitting on the lava field, and it's because the view is really poor. Here's the different angle. This is the one from ooh, that was lightning. The one from down at the harbor, and you can barely see up here. That's the one of the vents, and of course we have the other mound in the way here, so you can't see it very well, but typically you would see multiple vents up here, and that's how smoky it is right now. And of course what you're seeing along the side here is the progression of the lava flow, which is heading to the ocean. Ooh, more lightning. I'm going to clear that, and that is actually pretty cool. And for those people who are wondering what causes that lightning, one of the things that we do have, because of the high-speed ejecta coming out of there, what's happening is we have rocks, we have ash, we have all kinds of different materials in there. We've got water molecules, and what basically and of course lava, right? So what's happening is as this stuff is being shot out at fairly high speed, there are collisions that take place. It causes the materials to build up charges, and after a while the charge gets so large in a certain area, and you will see a positive and negative area move together, and all of a sudden you see that big blue plasma arc going across there, and of course hence lightning, or very high-powered static. And I will continue to call it lightning though, because as soon as it turns into plasma, that's got to have enough voltage to tingle your toes, if you will. So definitely a lot of things that you don't want to turn around and have to be sitting too close to. If you had hair, it'd be standing on its end. Like rubbing your socks on the carpet, Dr. Fox. Yes, but only multiply that by about 10,000 there, Jason. That's when you can, you know, as kids we used to do that. We used to take our wool socks and rub them across the carpet and really get a charge, and you'd come up to your brother or sister and you'd touch them in the face and zap them, right? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I used to do that. And anyway, it's like that with this volcano, only a whole bunch more zapping power. So yeah, you get that spark. Yeah, you definitely feel it, and it's a lot of fun for getting the other person. And question mark. Wow. Okay. And question mark. I'm glad that's a question. And welcome. If it's arcing through the sky, then it's millions of volts. It still can be in the high hundreds of thousands. It doesn't have to be millions anymore. But yeah, it's getting up there to the point where you really don't want to be touching it. Okay, and I do understand that. We are getting way up there as far as voltage is concerned. So yeah, if you see, that's why they say go inside when you see lightning, because even if you're under that tree, it's still going to get you. Dr. Fox, I don't understand what plasma is. Okay, plasma is a kind of a, it's, okay, what's the easiest way for me to describe this? It's really the fourth state of matter, if you want to look at it that way. And it's a little harder to explain, and I don't know if this is the right place. Plasma is the main component of blood. Well, yes, in that sense, but plasma is, that's a different type of plasma. Plasma is also the different state of very, very high voltage material. What's the matter? Maui me, don't do that to me. What's the matter? Plasma is hard to explain. But if you like, I'm going to suggest Google it, and it's kind of like the fourth state of matter. It's going on beyond high voltage, so it is pretty heavy duty, and you don't want to be anywhere near it. So all good though. Anyway, I was going around the views, and oh, they did have some other announcements on there. That's La Palma TV. We'll stay off of that for now because they got other people chatting. But I did want to go up to our sky view camera, and that's up at the observatory. And boy, that picture really is not so nice anymore. Let me see what we can do here. First off, we'll make sure that we get it back up to 1080 where it's supposed to be. Yeah, things changed again. And then we want to back it up a bunch. So I thought right around here kind of was a good place. All right, and what we see here, of course, is what's happening. We do have cloud cover everywhere in the valley, right at the old volcano there, the big one, and of course you have a lot of smoke and ash and cloud over there, but the main event, of course, in this picture, and this again, this was like about 5 hours ago, is of course the large plume of pyroclastic ash that's coming out, and right now it is heading in that direction according to this picture. So it is kind of neat to see, and if we bear that in mind, let's move back to a little earlier in time here, and it wasn't quite so bad earlier in the day. Rebecca Patterson, if you are at a seance, you might see plasma. Ooh, ghosts? Ghostbusters. Don't cross the streams. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so this is kind of the start of that very, very large billowing that came out, but the wind was already taking it in that direction. Just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Annie is also in the house, as well as Larry Vladica, Peter Lunk, Patty Henderson. Welcome all you guys, and glad to have you on board. Let's see, who else did I maybe miss? I think I got most of you. But good to see all of you. And if I don't, Purple Sage also in the house. Juliet, I don't know if I mentioned you earlier. Mona Alfano, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Hi to all the friends and Dr. Fox lurking. What about a white flag football game? What? A white flag football game? Are you talking football or what they refer to as soccer here? Just curious, Mona. It always confused me here because I learned football was Fußball in Deutsch, which is basically soccer in English, right? Anyway, going back a little bit more in time, and we see that we had more dust at various times, and this is actually kind of another one where we've really seen it coming out. And of course, that material was heading off over towards the eastern side of the island, and kind of amazing to see. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get myself back down here in the chat, kind of trying to pay attention. It's really hard keeping going with everybody. Anyway, so we do have that. Even earlier, again, it was smaller plumes of ash, and it was probably heading a little bit more south. And there you can see this is now 11.5 hours ago. A lot better environment earlier today, so at 11:49 roughly, or just about 12 noon there, it wasn't so bad. So and let's see, a couple more here. Al popped in, welcome Al, as well as Steve Hamilton, Brandon Fisher, and Are You Ready for Jesus is also in the house. Alvaro, welcome back. Did I say Patty Henderson before? I did. Diane Michael, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And Sharon Stewart, I think I might have said your name earlier. Okay, I think we're good for names right now. But welcome everyone. Anyhow, I'm going to slide this back ahead to I think right around the sunset here, where it kind of gave a little bit more color to the screen, and I thought that was kind of a nice picture, even though it's not very good for the rest of the world there. So that looked good, and if we put it back to live, that's what's happening from the observatory, and it's still kind of a rough view, but you can see that there is still a plume of dark ash heading to the southeast, and you can see it right there where it's coming up. So throw that in there, and since I brought that up, I wanted to bring up the actual map here to see which way that wind is flowing. And of course we want to kind of zoom in a little bit so we can kind of get a better idea what's happening right now. And as you notice, that wind is coming from the north a little bit more. Before it was coming from the northeast really badly and was coming out this way, and now it's coming a little bit more from the north, and we've got some really big dead spots behind here, so that twirl is kind of making everything go off this way. So what we're going to see is that smoke heading out and going this way. Some of the other islands will be affected by it, or at least this guy here, and then we will see that heading down. And I'm going to zoom out a whole bunch here because we want to see where that circulation is taking it. And if it doesn't get caught here in the trap, that where it goes up to the storm, up to Wanda, it will continue off and will make it all the way over into the Caribbean. So they may see a little bit of ash in places like Venezuela or French Guiana, those areas here, and that is always a possibility. But for the most part, most of it should be being thrown into Wanda here as it goes up and recirculates, and it'll feed the ocean. So I think that might be pretty cool. And let's, oh, I'm clicking the wrong buttons here. Let's not do that one. I want to get back to something on the screen, and we will get back to our lava field and see how things go. In North America, okay, America, it's flag football, not no tackle allowed. Oh, flag football, no tackling. Oh, but tackle football is more fun. Valentine Troll has some great videos. Absolutely, Larry Vladica. And we have mentioned him many times on here before. And it is definitely one of those things that he, you know, since he was on the ground, he uploaded a bunch more since he's already left there. And I'm really enjoying some of the other ones that he had thrown up. And, you know, the short little videos that he's got, some of them are just wonderful to be able to go through. At least he doesn't drag it out. And he gets to a specific point on those videos and away he goes, right? Which is really, really cool. So I like it. Benson watching live. Benson, glad you're here. Glad you're watching live. And Zoe is also in the house. Welcome back, Zoe. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Jane Bench also here. Diane Craig, hello to you if I didn't say hi already. I did get 420 earlier, so he's in there. And I think I already did say Maui Me, but you know, just gotta make sure I said it. All right, so yeah. Unfortunately, I wish we had better views. I really do. Here's the other shot again, and we see that there is still a lot of smoke and ash coming down. I was on Zom, oh my god, again, in Jackyard. Oh my god, that's so difficult to read. Cheryl Wood, oh, talking to Juliet. All right, Boomer, welcome Boomer. Question, do you think all this ash in our atmosphere will cause a long winter? No, Boomer. This is hardly any ash compared to what we have had in the past. This time around, I mean, it's going to have a small effect, but I don't think it's going to vary anything to turn it into a volcanic winter of any type. We need a lot bigger volcanoes and a lot more of them to be doing that. Flo Smith, getting in car, will listen. Flo Smith, drive carefully. Glad you're getting in the car. Bananapus, Cat Whisperer says, there's a good view on Vista channel of the volcano showing everything. Oh, yeah, maybe. Let's see if I can find something that's showing something. Let me split the screen here, and I'm gonna see if I had some kind of a video for you guys to watch. I know somewhere along the way I probably do. So let me just go see. Video files. And just got to find out where the heck I put it. Videos. There, maybe in the videos folder. That is always possible. Well, let's see if we can bring this one up and let you guys have a look at this. Okay, so this was kind of captured. This was some drone footage from yesterday, and you can see that wow, one big crater not doing a thing, and 3 more just coughing up like crazy. So those are 4 that are up on the hill right in a row, and look at the ash just pummeling out of there, and you look at that one in the middle, it's just an awesome high-speed vent shooting out. So you've got two throwing up dust, and then of course the one in the middle just going to town as far as the main exhaust vent, if you will, for shooting the gaseous materials up. So it looks pretty intense, and that kind of gives you a better idea what that cone looks like on the outside as well. Built up tephra. You can see some of the cracks up on the top, which is kind of neat. You know, that material will likely drop in or cave in the future, depending on how violent this thing gets. And then of course here it's sliding around towards the front, and showing how much of that front area has actually dropped off and collapsed. And you notice it's not so nice and smooth up there on the side. So anyway, just figured I'd share that little video with you guys, and we'll get back to our lava field here. Judy McClellan, when watching this video, can you hear the ash hitting the drone? I didn't listen to this one, Judy. Some of the drones don't have microphones on them. They are strictly video recording. But I have heard one of the other videos where they were using a separate camera that was actually doing both audio and video, and it was getting pelted big time by the big chunks of lava. So this particular one I didn't hear, but the other one that I seen before, mind you, it wasn't just dust that was hitting it. Yeah, most drones have no mics, and exactly. So if you're using a separate camera on it, or if you got one of the bigger ones that you attach specialty camera to, then that happens. What's the CO2 levels, Doctor? I have no idea, Larry, but I wouldn't want to be breathing that stuff, and it's pretty heavy duty. White light going left. If you see a white light in there, yeah, I don't know, might be another drone flying through. Anything is possible. Let's see. So one fish also made it in the house, as well as Steve Hamilton says, where's all the lava going? It's still heading down to towards the ocean. Siri or Carrie, welcome back. What? Sherry Lawson said, Oopa, I almost forgot, but I'm here. Sherry Lawson, how could you forget that you're here? I'm kidding. It's all good. Let's see what we got going on here. And, okay, yeah, that's what, all good. All good. Take time, yeah, exactly. Arizona Snowman, that is good advice for that person. Anyway, just to kind of throw things in here, we're looking at just about going on a break. So for those who have joined us since the start of the show, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting it if you have enjoyed what you've seen so far. Also, if you have not yet subscribed and you like what you're seeing and we've earned that subscription, please do hit that subscribe button. Also, if you need to know when the stream is on, you can take a look down below in the description. It tells you the good places or good times that it's on. And of course, on weekends, we do it a little bit earlier than weekdays. And that's to try to accommodate the European community a little bit more and those different time zones. And it works fairly well for all of us. And on that friendly note, I am going to go take that break. Just going to say hi to a couple more people. Welcome Windy Sea, Judith Letson, Kananaskis Country, Welcome, you guys. Colin Taylor's going for coffee. And did you see Guten Tag somehow got into a banana plantation? I did see some pictures of that. I didn't watch the whole thing, Sandra, but it is kind of cool. Okay, you guys, hang in there. Like I said, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do consider that. And I am going to go for a 5 minute break. Don't go away. We'll be back with more of the live stream of this eruption. And just going to keep going. Hopefully things will clear up and we can see. All right, I'll be back. All right, I've got the microphone back on. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I'm DrFox2000, your host, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And yep, there's some kind of alien out there. At least alien to that environment, because normally we don't see white lights flying out of volcanic areas. Looks pretty cool. Hey, I see a few more people popped in. One fish also made it in, as well as Frosty username. Raymond also back. Tina, did I mention you earlier? Alexandra, is it Colho? Back again, guys. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And Karen Chodorowski. Karen Chodorowski. There, I did it today. Tomorrow I won't say it. And Rolls Royce is in here. Cool name, Rolls Royce. Got it there, the big RR. Too bad you can't get them over top of each other just the way they have it in the car ads. That'd be pretty cool. A cool logo. Maybe that's what you need for your picture there, Rolls Royce. Or I didn't even see if you had one. Yeah, you just got an R in there. You need to get the Rolls Royce picture and make that happen. It'd be cool. Anyhow, glad that you guys are all here and back. For those who are just joining, what we're seeing right now, of course, is the lava field that's out there, and visibility again very poor due to the amount of ash and smoke that's coming out of it. And we're hoping that it does clear up, but right now we're still looking at it. Okay, DrFox2000, some people are saying Vieja is slowing down. That is very, very interesting. Rolls Royce, I'm Aurelio Perez. Well, do you drive a Rolls Royce, Aurelio? Just curious. I actually just about bought one way back when. They had a used one on there for about $9,000 way back when in a car lot, and I had about, I think I had about $6,000, and I thought, oh man, that'd be so nice to get, and you know, be the coolest kid in the block with a Rolls Royce, right? Then I found out what kind of maintenance it takes to keep that thing going, and man, you better have money if you want to own a Rolls Royce. You dodged a bullet not buying that. Yes, I did, Barbarian. I really did. I really, really did. And I now look at costs of maintaining vehicles. And, you know, lots of people say, oh, I want a Ferrari, or I want one of, you know, Porsche or whatever. Well, okay, so on your Honda Civic, flat tire repair will run you $200-300. On your Ferrari, your flat tire repair will run you $2,000 to $3,000. Light source for measuring clouds. I am not sure at Birding. I thought it might be just a drone in there, or we have something on a hill way back behind it, and it's getting obscured by clouds and smoke or whatever. I don't know what it really is, or if it's maybe a drone flying around. Kev the Argonaut, what? If you want a proper money pit, buy a boat. Kev, yeah, and I guess the bigger the boat, the bigger the money pit, from what I understood. So, obscured by clouds. Yes, Frank McLeod. Most Renault I use. Okay, yeah, Renault is a little easier on the gas. Cool stuff. Okay, yes, car talk. Maui me. Like it. Dr. Fox, a BMW can also be expensive to maintain. It too. I used to work on them. Yes. Yeah, Beamers can be. You know, anything with a name, really. Got to win $1 million lottery for that Ferrari. That depends. That Ferrari might cost you $1 million. You maybe want to put another zero behind there, Laura. You need to win 10 million for that. Get that Ferrari. That'll work better. Robert Brigham says, I own a Chevy Bolt EV. Oh, Bolt, not Volt. I like it. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. 420 boat equals hole in the water to throw money into. Yes, that's it. Tara JC, what? Just purchased a Jeep? Just empty every pocket. Never heard that one before. Thanks, Tara. Oh, wow. I mean, you know, we know the old ones. Ford, found on road dead, or fix or repair daily, that kind of thing. So it's all right. Ford Focus ST 225s are expensive to run too. Tina, just about every car, new car, is expensive to run. Love Top Gear and Car Talk. My husband and son have a 1996 Miata they worked on together. Okay, cool. It's red like lava, and probably a good money pit too. Burns it just as quick. Boat. Break out another 1,000. And then turn around and pull another one out of the other pocket. Yeah, fix or repair daily. Yep. Or DJ, it's also found on road dead, right? Fiat, fix it again, Tony. Oh, love this. Okay, guys, excellent with the car stuff, but Dream of a Hive also snuck in the channel. Glad to have you on board. Only Top Gear I loved was when Jeremy fell off his moped in Vietnam. Oh, I never seen that one. I should have maybe tried to find it. Aaron Horton also in here. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, we did want to go over and see some of the lava flows and earthquakes and things, and unfortunately I just haven't refreshed any of those maps yet, but I will do so while I'm talking, and we will get things happening very quickly here, and then we will be able to see. Oh, I should refresh this guy too. Okay, so I'm not sure if they show any of the new lava movement. We do see they've updated November 3rd, so hopefully that was today, and we'll pop over to one of them here as soon as it comes back. Or does it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. And we'll click on that button. So, all right, that puts us on our La Palma map, just so you kind of get the idea. There's all of La Palma there, and the red area, of course, is the area that's definitely got the issues. And here is our vents. Now, one thing that they're only showing here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 today. And we had 8 vents the other day. Today it is only 5. So kind of makes the guy wonder what's going on. And those people saying, well, things are starting to die out. That is possible. Things could definitely be lessening up a little bit. and that might be a good sign or a good thing for La Palma itself. And again, what we do have to stress is the average volcano on La Palma is 57 days in duration. The low end 35, top end somewhere around 108 days. Some have gone in the past, have gone longer, of course, but this is the average that they've come up with is 57 days duration of most volcanoes, and we are on day 47 or 48 by now, at least that's what I'm thinking. And I did want to pop over to the earthquake map next, and there it is there. Well, that is doing its thing. I want to reload a different map and let it do its thing and load up while we're going. And let me get back to that one just so I'm on the right page. Here we go. All right, so this is basically today's, and let's see, this was a 4.8, and that happened at 7:30 this morning, so that's actually pretty big, and they would have felt that. And as we see in the list here, I'm going to just scroll down, and a lot of them are threes, but I think that 4.8 was probably the biggest one that we've seen today. Oh, hang on, there's also a 5, and we see that right there, and that 5 should be buried in the middle underneath here somewhere. And no, it's not going to bring that up, but we can bring that up on the other map, which we'll have shortly there, if I can get to the right one. Yeah, no, not those. I'll find it. And there it is. I need to refresh that one. Oh, it did refresh. Okay, so ooh, hang on. Let me get to the right thing here. Anyway, so we do see boy, I'm trying to run two maps at the same time here. Not working. No coordination. So anyway, we do see those. I want to continue scrolling down. We do see another 4 here. So things have been fairly active. And one thing they did mention that, you know, the level of the earthquakes would be intensifying. And having seen, you know, again, this is from yesterday already. So we don't quite have as many as what we were seeing in the past, but the fact that we're seeing 5s on here, that is definitely telling us that we've got some shaking going on. Okay, so let me get over to the other map here, and that is that one. And to bring this last map up, it's La Palma EQ2. So let me get back onto that screen on the right. Right, there we are. There we are. Okay, so if we zoom in a little bit, and okay, so we're set on 8 hours. Actually, we'll put it on 24 hours here. So that 5, that was 16 hours ago, and that's exactly where it was, right there. And 40 kilometers in depth gives you a pretty good idea of how far down that is. Now that's in the what I call the lower play area. The other area is somewhere between 10 and 14 kilometers down, whereas the lower area is way down below 35 kilometers. So that kind of gives you a pretty good idea of that this thing is one of the lower ones. Anyway, if we hit the 4 button, we do see within the last 24 hours we did have a 4, and it too was down at the 40 kilometer depth, so that gives you a pretty good idea there. And as soon as we hit the 3, we get a whole bunch of them. So definitely majority of what we see here is in the 3 magnitude scale, 3.4, 3.1. I'm just curious how far down. 36 kilometers. This one here, 36 kilometers. If we pick something on this side, should be different. 13 kilometers, so that's up in the upper play area. This one 13 as well. What about this guy over here? 34 kilometers, that's down quite a ways. 36 on that one, and 11 on this one, and 9 on that one, that's a little higher. 11 on that one, just so we get the general idea. Of 14, and this one is 3.4 at 15. So kind of gives you an idea what's been happening there. And of course, our volcano is over a little bit more over here and pouring off into this area, and this is where you see your lava streams coming out. So going back to the other, hang on, to this map, we will actually go to its sister maps, which I have on the same page, as soon as I can find where there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Okay, so here is the lava flow. Unfortunately, they haven't updated this one since the 31st of October. Let's go over to the other map. Actually, let me go to this one and just see if it'll refresh while that's doing its thing. Let's look at this one, and if we hit play on this, this should be loaded. And this shows us over time what the lava flow increase looked like, and as it got bigger and bigger and bigger in there and saturated those areas. And you can see the growth of the lava field over time as it moved along. So, oh, why am I hearing music? Wow, I heard music. Anyway, that's the extent of the growth of that right now. If we zoom in a little bit more, that might be a little bit more fun. So let's do that again, and that will give you a little bit better idea. Looks like a gargoyle. Okay. Anyway, there you can see how the lava built up, and it's pretty awesome to see, but it's also pretty destructive because those areas that have been inundated with that lava pretty much are going to be useless for a long time, right? And hopefully the people that are just off to the sides are able to spare their homes and get them back to real life, as long as this thing finishes. So it's one of those things. We'll have to see what happens in the future, and it is always tough. Banana puss, it grew what? Into a raggy sparrow? Anyway, all right. NASA is an adult Disney World. Of course NASA is an adult Disney World. Unbreakable string tied to an unbreakable pole at 4 feet high, and tight, could be pulled all the way around the earth and tied to the same post at 4 feet. Wow. I don't know if we could do that. Epididdy Mouse is also back in here. All right, and anyway, I'm looking at my time clock, being conscientious and aware of we are getting closer to another break, which is fine. I'm going to pop it back on the lava field. We see what is happening there, which is not much. It's a very blurry picture too. Of course, here's the view from our shore, if you want to call it that, and the other one, of course, they still have the guys driving around looking at how much ash is there. So that is actually pretty awesome to see. Awesome, but yet heartbreaking, because they have to deal with all of that ash that's built up there, and it's going to take them literally years to get all of it out, to make that area usable again. So Hopefully these good folks in that area have a plan or something going on that they can get going and get rid of that ash. Maybe somebody with a big ship will want to load up a lot of that ash and bring it to either Europe or someplace and do some fertilizing with it, or make better cement or something. I don't know. Anyway, Dr. Fox, Iceland calling, said that they have extra remote camera. What? They have? Oh, do they? Extra remote camera? Well, why don't they send it over to La Palma? We wouldn't mind having a good look. Adele says, good night, Dr. Fox. We'll be with you tomorrow. Okay, good night, Adele. All the best to you. And have a good evening. Kimmer, also on the channel. Let's see. Brent Marcotte also made it. I made it, he says. Good evening, folks. And yeah, I'm just heading out for a break right away, but glad you made it. If you do build a square building, how big could it be before it's no longer square? NASA is an adult Disney World. You are asking very, very heavy questions here. Oh, I have no idea. How big can you go? I know we have problems with gravity, so, and I don't think we can truly ever build a proper square house, but we can get close. Anyway, guys and gals, I am going to go take that break right away. So for those who have joined, have not hit that like button yet, please do consider hitting the like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the stream today. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing if we've earned that. And if you need to know when the stream times are actually at, you can take a look down in the description. It will tell you when we're on during the week as well as weekends. And of course those times vary, so weekend times are a little bit more accommodating for the European community since it starts about 3 hours earlier. Okay, having said all that good stuff, play nice in the lava field. I don't want to have to come back with a bunch of band-aids again. So guys, take it easy, enjoy it. If something comes along, enjoy that too. I'm going to kind of keep my eyeballs open here to try to make things happen. And of course, when we come back from the break, we will be looking at our bacon seeds, as well as let's see, what else are we going to look at? We're going to look at Iceland, and we'll have a very quick peek over at Kilauea. And then we'll carry on with what's happening here in La Palma. So don't go away. Make sure you hit the like button. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. Thank you. Okay, I'm looking at the clock here. My 5 minutes is up. I'm back. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Welcome to the second hour of our Volcano Eruption live stream. And like I said, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, far, far away from that lava field that you see on the screen, and that's Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma in the Canary Islands. Which is still going strong right now, but people are saying that it is starting to weaken. We will see what happens over the next couple of days to see if it slows down a little bit, but it certainly is still pounding out a lot of ash and smoke and lava, and it's what it is. Anyway, as we always do on the second hour of our lovely show here, typically we show our wonderful bacon seeds, and I am actually going to do that. We're going to do that. So get ready to go and here we go. Here's our first bacon seed. And for those who aren't familiar with this part of the show, we do show these lovely little creatures that we refer to as bacon seeds, little piggies, and absolutely cute, cute, cute. Meet the meat. Yeah, Barbarian, go easy on that. And yeah, that is a cute little guy. So, all right. And for those asking, please try not to do too much with the caps, okay? We would appreciate that. And the lava is flowing down. Gravity always causes it to flow down. So anyway, that's our first bacon seed picture, and I did want to show another one here since it's cute. Here's a couple of them, and one giving a snuggle to the other one just to make sure that they get a good nap there. So pretty nice. We need snowmen in December. Oh, really? Snowmen, eh? All right. Anyway, looking at those two lovely bacon seeds there, it's, yeah. Miwa. That's what we call them, bacon seeds. Bacon seeds. They're not full-grown bacon yet. So definitely cute as all get out. Anyway, I did promise that I would do that. The next thing I wanted to do was actually show you a little bit of a aerial footage from yesterday that we acquired here. And I know it's going to move a little fast there, but it shows you a little bit more of the bacon. So let's see if we can't get that rolling for you. There we go. And this was flying, I guess they were flying up the side of the volcano a little bit, showing some pretty awesome stuff. And you can see how that lava was actually flowing almost like water going down that hill. So I thought that was pretty neat, and thought it was important to share this little tidbit with you. And this was yesterday, of course, November 2nd, that we watched this, well, that this happened. We didn't watch it yet, but it happened on November 2nd. So it's pretty awesome to see some of those big rocks rolling down the hill. Is it not using the no, it's not using the lavatory. Anyway, beautiful shots that they had in here, and just wanted to see where that's at. Yeah, there we go. Pretty awesome flows, if you ask me. So it does really continue to flow, and that's what we kind of seen yesterday. It looks like a big crab, and there it's moving into one of those big open pits, and we know there's a bunch of lava tubes down in the bottom of that pit, which allows it to flow out elsewhere. And I think you can kind of sort of see that right there in that picture. The pit is just behind it there. And these guys flying this drone, of course, are trying to keep it off of the heat, which is really, really good of them, because that saves their thing. So anyway, I think that's just about it. No, another minute or so. Yeah, the hot lava. This was a little later in the evening. This was another still cam shot, though. This wasn't a drone for this particular stuff, but that still looks pretty darn awesome, and you can really see that bacon flowing. Is lava radioactive? Miwa? No. For the most part, not. And that's the end of that. So, yeah, I guess it was global news that threw that in there. And we will get back to ours, where we need to be. And there we go. Okay, let's go easy with trying to put emojis. No more than 5 emojis maximum, please, guys. In Miwa, just to kind of qualify that a little bit, in some areas you may find higher readings than others, but for the most part, most lavas, you're not going to get a very high radioactive reading off of them. That's just kind of the way it is. But you know, it's not going to be that much different from one to the next. So anyway, pretty cool. I do have to run away for a second here, so please don't go away. I got to do something, and I will be right back. Okay, the microphone is back on. Sorry, guys, had to go say hi to a bunny. I know it sounds a little weird, but yeah, that's all right. I'll be okay in the morning. Anyhow, yeah. So we looked at that lava a little bit there, and that's pretty awesome. We had a look at the flows that have been happening there in La Palma. So I did say we would head over to Iceland, and we're going to have a look and see what Iceland is doing, and hopefully we will get some kind of a shot out of it. And I know I looked earlier and it wasn't looking very good at all. Let's see if we go back. Yeah, if we go back 11 hours, we can actually see the cone in Iceland. So let me see, where am I here? That should be this picture, right on. And yeah, that isn't very clear though. Why is it only 480? There we go. Okay, so looking at that, for those who are not familiar with this scene, of course our Ragnar, the volcano, is right there. You can see it fairly well today. The smoke is headed off in the other direction. You can see a hill out in the foreground here. This hill here we refer to as Theater Hill. This one over here we called Ant Hill. And this is Meridalier, or Southern Meridalier, as far as the valley is concerned. Meridalier is off in the north there. And the one over on the other side of the hill, that used to be Geldingadarler. and of course down the hill is Nathagi. And just to kind of give you the idea of what's going on there, that gives you the lay of the land. And when this first started, you see the height of this here, Theater Hill. Well, Theater Hill is way down there somewhere. And the actual volcano started way down there and started growing, right? And that's kind of where it started out. And that was actually Bob that started the whole thing. And Bob Jr., and then we had the whole clan in there, of course. We had Sif, Hill, Wolf, and Flo. And am I missing somebody? No, I think that's all. And of course Ragnar is Rag and Nar, which was two separate vents combined into one. Anyhow, having looked at that, I did want to bring up the seismic, the harmonic tremor chart. And the chart itself, again, today was a whoa of up and right back down. So we see what it did, and it didn't like it. We do see a very thin blue line going up here and making it all the way to this point. And that was actually an earthquake that happened in there. And of course our magic line here is the 4000 line. If all three colors get above it, we're going to see an eruption again. But that hasn't happened for a while. And we believe that this guy is going to stay quiet for a long, long time. And let me see if I can get the Icelandic earthquakes happening here. I need to redo that real quick just so I have the latest and greatest for you. And as that loads up, here we go. So here's Iceland. And of course the whole country. You see the busy activity here. The mid-Atlantic ridge kind of goes through here like this and then out like that, just so if you're kind of looking at that and wondering why are all these earthquakes in kind of a line, and that's where they are. So and again, that chart can be brought up by just typing in earthquake. And Rumble chart will give you the previous chart we just looked at, as well as a high pass chart. So you guys can take a look at that. And all works. Anyway, we're going to zoom in on some of these areas. And this time we'll just get out here and kind of go work our way back, looking at what is very, very red in color, are the most recent ones, of course. And we're looking at the stuff that this is actually from yesterday yet. So I think that little guy in there might be from today. No, that was yesterday. So yeah, these guys look like they were from yesterday. Anyway, I should kind of give you a lay of the land before we do that here, just so you understand. So this is the capital, Reykjavik, over here, and this is Keflavik, the airport. And if we zoom in down here on the peninsula without clicking on somebody, and you can see in here, of course, the town of Grindavik. And you go over here, this is the Blue Lagoon, and the power plant sits right in here, and they've got all kinds of pipes running along all the way over here and into Grindavik. So pretty cool, just so you kind of get the idea of what's there. And if we slide over, this is what Nathagi Valley here, where the little lake is. Well, that lake doesn't exist anymore. That's now got about 25 meters of lava sitting on top of it, and it's cooling down. Anyway, we'll zoom in a little bit more. That crater we looked at was right about here, and this is Geldingadarlar Valley, and Ragnar's sitting roughly right in that spot there. And of course, this is Meridalier Valley, and Upper Meridalier here. That was Theater Hill, was that guy there. So we did see that swarm of earthquakes, which is thinning out. We used to have a very, very heavy swarm right in here in this area. And as you can see, things are starting to get really quiet. And we've got just tiny, tiny little quakes. And some of them are from yesterday, some are from today. This was today, 5 kilometers down. Just trying to get on some of these little spots here. Today, 4 kilometers down. So they are up a little bit higher in general. Most of them were around 6 before. This is 5 down there. But we're not seeing anything major. It's very, very small movement, if anything. This was from yesterday, and again, that was 6 kilometers down. So we don't see anything major in this area. I think there might be a fresh one here. Or is that yesterday's? Tiny, tiny little quakes. 0.4, and yeah, that was from today, 6 kilometers down. So that gives you kind of an idea that things are really quiet there in that area. Our material that we had over on this side here seems to really have subsided for the most part as well. We do see a couple very, very small ones, 0.2, 5 kilometers down there. And this guy here is 0.7, 4 kilometers down. And those were from today. The blue dots were from about 7 days ago, 8 days ago. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what's been going on there. So again, this whole area, Reykjanes Peninsula, and gives you a pretty good idea. We're going to back out a little bit, and what we will do is have a look at a couple of other areas. Of course, under the ice sheets here, I'm not sure what volcano is actually sitting underneath here, but we do have a couple of quakes. This one was a 2.2. What's this guy? I think this is from yesterday. Yeah, 2.1 from yesterday. The other one here would be from yesterday as well. And 2.8. No, that was actually from today. So at 6:30 in the morning. So we do have a little bit happening there, but nothing too major. No major eruptions or anything. This area here, of course, this crater here is Askja, and Askja was one that they were thinking might go, but it's been very quiet in this area. Again, this was yesterday 1.1, and the other colors here 1.1, or the colors themselves are yeah, this happened 0.4 today, that little speck in yesterday's quake. So ended up on the same spot roughly, but a very, very small. So things were a little quiet there. That little swarm out here got quiet as well, and pretty much all the colors here, they're no longer red, telling us that, you know, it's already past history, news, whatever. We did have a little bit up here, and again, very small as far as the quakes themselves are concerned. 1.1, 8 kilometers in depth, and that happened at, again, that was 2 o'clock in the morning roughly. So really nothing to speak of in Iceland, and unfortunately it is what it is. But we're going to keep an eye on that and see what transpires in the future. And let's see, where else can we go here now? If what is this? Oh, this is our wind currents. Did we cover that already? We might have. I don't know. Let's go to Hawaii. We'll go to Hawaii. There's, whoa, hang on, somebody just wrote on there. That's Kilauea. And I think we need to have that like this. Okay, so yeah, Kilauea is, let's see if we can zoom in on it. Hang on, I need to be on the right map. On the other screen, where is it? Let's try that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Kilauea is right here, and we zoom in on the crater, kind kind of sort of give you the idea of what it looks like. And apparently we can change the settings here to see what else is available, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. And we'll go down here and just look at this swarm of earthquakes. Nothing too new. This is a 2.1, 20 miles down, or about 30 kilometers. This is a 2.2. These are just recent quakes that have happened there. And they are definitely still down at the 20 to 24 mile mark, which would give you somewhere around 30 to 35, 38 kilometers down. So just to give you a little bit of an idea. Antonio is back. Good evening, and glad to have you on board. Zeppo also here. Let's see, who else? Janina, Katharina, Lanina, Katita, Skanky. I hope I said that right. Oh, wow. A lot of names there, a lot of names. Anyway, okay, so that's what Kilauea is doing. Let's see what we can actually look at. The picture of Kilauea. We'll turn that on, turn this off there. That gives you a visual on what Kilauea looked like today. And of course, this is compliments of the USGS on their website. So if you want to see that website, you can punch in Hawaii earthquake, and that will bring that up, the link for that map, as well as you'll be able to look at that page there if you wanted to go to the different cameras that they have. So gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on. So okay, what's this? Hang on. What are we doing here? Okay. Yeah. DJ, let's be good with the stuff, okay? Anyway, all right. Yeah, Hawaii earthquake is what you need to punch in there, Kevin. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, Hawaii earthquake. Oh, no, maybe it is Hawaii map. You proved me wrong. I guess I kept it simple, Hawaii map. All right, there you go. Please excuse me, because I've been doing a lot of these different things, trying to modify things, and sometimes it gets a little bit out of hand for me. Iceland is a location where two plates are separating. Absolutely. The two plates are moving apart. You have the European plate and you have the North American plate. And there is stuff popping up. Fan full stop. Okay, perfect. Footy, not fool. Yeah. Okay, way to go, Piggy. Nick, Werty. All right. Anyway, okay, as an admin, I want to relate to do as much as I gets out of hand. What? Do so much it gets out of hand. Yeah, it would. I think things are getting out of hand. Anyway, I'm going to take that break, though, and I'm going to first off get you back to the volcano, which is La Palma, and that's what we're looking at. Oh, they closed that one down. Lavally stream on there, though. Looks like a lot of heat coming off. They are filming across a lava field, so you're going to see a bunch of heat distortion, unfortunately. I don't know which one to leave it on, but I am going to have to go for my break. For those who have joined us, and if you are enjoying what you're seeing, and if you have not yet hit that like button, please do hit that like button, because it really does help with the YouTube analytics. and really, really would appreciate that. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider doing a subscription as well. And okay, why we got a 6.4 in there? All right, I don't like there's things. We're gonna go back to this one. All right, we'll leave it there. They change screens and they throw things in there, and they make a mess of it. So I got to figure out how to deal with that. Anyway, on that friendly note, though, I am going to go take a break. Larry Vladika, Larry Mason, sorry, email. I seen that you said that. I will have a peek during my break. Miwa, can you verify that? Okay, if this feed is from Vista Television, is real time? Okay, this feed we're looking at right here is not Vista Television. It is, or is it? Hang on, let me confirm which one it is. It's RTVC, and it is real time. Okay, this one on the screen. So, that is Television Canaria, if you want to call it that. But that is definitely real time. So, okay, on that note, though, I am going to go for that break. Keep smiling, you guys. Play nice in the lava field. Don't wander onto the nice light-colored stuff. It's really, really hot. And on that note, I am going to go have my 5-minute break, and then we'll come back to finish up my last half hour of our wonderful stream. So please don't go away. I'll be back. Okay, I've turned the microphone back on, and glad you guys stuck around here, and also see some other names that popped in here. I don't know if I said hi to Ron in Virginia. Welcome. Mac O'Neill also in here. I think I got Nick earlier there. Let's see, who else was it I was seeing? Carrie Castine, I think I might have mentioned you. Twig is also back in the channel, and Ray Beth. What a lovely welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying that. And we try to be a very friendly channel here, and we do enjoy having people come and get a little bit used to our wonderful lava family. And pretty good people all the way through, and of course it's the wonderful people that make the stream. Tony Miller on Maui, and yeah, good to see you again as well. Tony Miller, somebody, Maui, hello. Okay, try nice good. What? Try nice good? Yes. We try to be nice and good. Asia King, is it slowing down yet? That is a good question, Asia, and we are not 100% sure. I have not got news or information. People were saying that it may be. One thing we did have today is a 5.0 magnitude earthquake, and that's rumbling down below, and we also had a 4 or 4 point something. Anyway, with those earthquakes happening, you can almost wait a day or two before we see more lava coming back up again, and hopefully we'll see this thing go for a while yet. And as mentioned before, with the average volcano duration on La Palma is 57 days, and I think we are at about 47 days on this particular one, 46 or 47, somewhere thereabouts. I'm really not sure. I haven't been counting properly, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. You know, if it does slow down a bit. By the looks of what was coming out of there today, I'm going to say no, we really didn't see anything happening. And Nick, have a good evening. If you're heading out, all the best to you. Paul Zilla says, have you heard from Duchess of Elements? She's been gone for a while. Yeah, I haven't seen her in the last couple of days. I hope she's okay. And I was hoping she'd be streaming or something, but we're all good with that. Hopefully she may be, I don't know if she works or not or what she's doing, but hopefully she will get back to her computer and make things happen. Anyway, looking at the time here, we still have a lot of time left in the day or in the stream. Wanted to just show you this particular picture, and I thought it was kind of a neat thing to look at. Thanks, Larry, for sending that one in, and that was actually kind of sort of at the start of that video, only from somebody else. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what the side looks like from the eastern side, I guess, and or sorry, the southern side would be. Yeah, we're looking, would be looking north in this particular shot. So that gives you a little bit more of an idea. That's what we were looking at earlier with that video, and I thought it would look pretty good. This one is still doing its thing, and this is back here. I'm going to see if we can get a better shot on the other one there without too much stuff in the way, and we'll try this in a split mode and just work on it and see what we can do. Okay, I see what they did. Okay, I'm going to try to get over there. This one, yeah. Okay, so not sure that's going to work out. No, that ain't going to work. That's not going to work so well. Okay, well, one vent is better than no vents. Okay, we will see what we can do with that. So, yeah, here's one of the vents. Again, looking through the smoke, you can't see it very well, but it is still shooting up a lot of smoke. Oh, and you just seen some lightning there, and it is actually pretty awesome to watch that. So that very, very heavy particulate type material coming out of there, as I mentioned before, you've got rocks, you've got lava, you've got dust, you've got ash, and when that is shooting out of there like that, and those little bits are colliding, that includes water vapor droplets, you know, like all kinds of things in there. It will shoot up and collide together, causing static buildup, and basically electrons are building up, and it builds up a fairly decent charge, and then we see what we refer to as volcanic lightning. Some people call it very high energy static. As soon as you see plasma, in my opinion, it's lightning. So we do have a lot of material shooting up. Anyway, this isn't too bad of a scene the way this is. So still a little bit on the rough side though. Focus again a little bit tough because of the fact that they are having to shoot over top of very hot lava beds, and that always causes issues as per se. And let's see if I can get that cleared up just a little bit more, little crunchier, maybe sort of too grainy. Okay, let's back it off a little bit. I'm just trying to enhance that picture just a tad bit, and it's just not working right. It's not a very good shot, unfortunately. So but we do see that, whoa, whiteboard, not the right place. Crayons, come on. And let's see. You can see a lot of smoke up, coming out of that, and very, very hard to actually see because of all the clouds of dust that are out in front here, right? So pretty tough that way, but anyway, gives you a little bit more of an idea of what's actually happening. That is a lot of ash, yes, a lot of material being shot out there. So for those who are saying, hey, this thing is slowing down, like I said, we haven't seen that yet. If it is indeed slowing down, it may get going again real quick. You know, it's hard to predict what's going to happen, but with those new larger earthquakes of that 5.0 down below, as well as the 4 point something, we're probably going to see some material move up again, and eventually shoot back up and out. So the lower earthquakes always seem to propagate larger eruptions or more violent eruptions. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next day or two. Also did want to throw in there, of course, Yvonne Kunkel, our volcanologist. She's over there in La Palma right now. I haven't seen anything from her yet as far as beautiful pictures or anything, but I'm sure she will send us something. We'll probably see something for tomorrow's stream keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping that she is safe and sound over there. And of course, it's always interesting when we have that kind of people over there. They're able to get past some of those boundaries and get into the nitty gritty. So, Piggy, my doctor said, oops, once and scared the hell out of me. Macro deal. That's not a good thing you want to hear. Oh, Yvonne is going there tomorrow. She's on Tenerife today. Probably looking at the stars through a telescope. And that's probably what's happening. Yeah, that's right. Today's Thursday. So she'll be there, or sorry, today's the 3rd. It'll be there tomorrow. So pretty cool, and it will be nice to see something happening as of tomorrow. Anyway, we continue to watch this thing just belch out all that very, very, well, I don't know if we want to call it pyroclast material, but it is definitely throwing out tons and tons of ash and of course tephra and everything else in the process. So pretty nasty, pretty awesome, however you want to mention it. So oh, they changed the view there a little bit. Yeah, they pulled it back. The other thing I did not see yet, and I wanted to actually go have a look, was what it looked like at our shoreline today. And I think that might be on this one here. So want to go back and see what it looked like earlier from the shore, if we can find where the heck it went. They went blue for a while. Let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to get us back to a reasonable time that will show everything that we want to see. Actually, it's not really going to help out. Anyway, in there, oh, hang on, why is that not right? There we go. All right, so if that's what we got there, that's in the earlier day. This is the RTVE feed that we had, and of course they panned around a little bit looking, and again, this is from the harbor area, so they are doing a long range shot, and you can see it is fairly hazy there, and this was during the day, of course. And then they did pan the camera around a little bit further down to the water again, and we'll throw it on that. I think it should be around here somewhere. If we jump ahead a little bit. There we go. That's with them panning, and they were looking at, there was a bunch of boats over there. I'm not sure. Oh, it's the Coast Guard chasing away some people out of the area, and it's interesting. So Coast Guard is saying, you can't be here. What is it? A 1 kilometer exclusion zone from the shore. So they're telling them where to go, and hopefully they'll be all right. Anyway, pretty cool. Wanted to share that, and let's see if we move up and ahead a little bit more. We can kind of sort of still see the same thing. They did get into watching some of that lava move along as well, and we do still see some very, very hot lava, and that particular lava right there on the screen is and I'm gonna try to get it on the right place here. Whoop, that's the wrong one. I knew I was in the wrong place. Okay, let me see if I can line that up before I do that again. Whoa, come on, click, click, there we go. And all right, so the lava that we're seeing there this time around is when you're looking at this picture here, that is sitting right around here, and that kind of gives you an idea that we may see this push on a little bit, and if it does hit the ocean, it will could be either side that will hit the ocean if that lava does continue to push. So it's sitting roughly right around here when we're looking at that. And of course, it's continuing to go down those same lava streams it made before, and hopefully it will continue and not do any more damage. And pretty awesome though to see. And of course, if we zoom out, you can see the whole lava area. And of course, our cones are up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what they're showing. 5 vents open. We did have 8, so 3 of those vents have stopped, and I don't know if that's a sign of it easing up or not, but we'll go back to the volcano and see what. Okay, that's our lava field. This was the lava that was by the other spot there beside the hill, which is also an old volcano. And then of course this fountain of fire continuing, and I like this particular close-up shot because you can see the lightning bolts in there. Very, very high levels of static, if you will. So, oh, okay, they zoom back out. Pretty cool to see that. Anyway, looking at where we are stream-wise, we've got 4 minutes left before the end of the stream. So I'm going to start getting into my regular spiel. First off, about the bunnies, I wanted to mention BB is there right now. And I did also want to mention that we had actually a lot of bunny activity during the night that we weren't watching. I did go out in the yard today, and I noticed a lot more spots that were used by bunnies, if you want to call it that. And I was kind of surprised at that, so that's telling me Hoppy is back as well, and that's kind of cool and interesting. Anyway, on that note, yeah, they moved the camera on us, those guys. I wish they wouldn't do that. Okay, we'll leave the firestorm going here, and you can see the dark clouds. Hopefully they'll move the camera again before too long, or before the end of the stream. And yeah, why did they do that? Why? Never mind. Okay, there, they pulled back on it. That's better. Okay, so having said all that stuff, I hope all of you have yourselves a very, very good evening tonight, or a good morning, or a good day, and or a good afternoon, depending on where you are. And of course, here in Edmonton, it is now just about 7 p.m. and it is dark. And it's that time of the day. So on those friendly notes, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do hit that. And again, let's see, what else we got here. All right, let's try not to do the capital letters there, and if we keep it all good. Really do appreciate everyone being in here. Robert or Bobby, just try to not do the caps. They automatically get you for that. You know that, eh? But Bobby, take care, my friend, and thank you very much. Yona, I didn't see you sneak in. 1 a.m. in Iceland. Glad to have you on here, and hope you have a wonderful evening as well. Let's see, 2:57 there at Piggy's house in Greece. So, excellent. Just about time for bed. Okay, and let's see what else we got there. A lot of people saying thank you. Good night from everybody. All right. Miss Lobo Bob, thank you, Dr. Fox. I've been multitasking but listening. Thank you, Arizona, Snowman, Piggy, and Paulzilla. And yeah, I do want to thank my moderators. They did a wonderful job tonight. And they're doing what they're supposed to, so we can't say anything bad about them. They did excellent, and I wanted to say thank you to them, as well as I want to say thank you to all of you for being here today. And hopefully we will see all of you here tomorrow. So take care, my friends, and hopefully everything will be good overnight and everybody will be happy. Please make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone, and thank you.